I'm a Sonic main myself.
Ew. I don't think we can be friends.
Okay. I didn't play Sonic in Smash 4. I only picked him up in this game. He's way more aggressive in this game than what he used to be.
Yeah, then that makes me like it less.
Well, I also play DDD.
Okay, I fully respect that. I like that.
I like being able to jump back and forth between. Yeah, they're basically polar opposites as characters.
Absolutely.
So it's comfortable. Like, oh, I play game 1, it doesn't work out, I can jump on somebody else.
And then they're like, "What? You just went from being all over me to now you're just kind of wait for me to mess up."
Right.
What's happening?
My Sonic game 1, you won, and you're banning Final Destination. All right, yeah, fine. I'll hop in on Ganondorf and take it to Smash Bros.
And see, that's how I feel. He said it best, waiting for the girly screams to come out of Ganon's enemies.
Yes.
Absolutely.
To see your enemies driven before you and to hear the lamentations of their women. Conan the Barbarian. What is best in life? To destroy your enemies. That is what is best in life.
No wonder you see it as poetry. That was beautiful.
It's Conan the Barbarian. Got Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's really, Ganon's like the Arnold Schwarzenegger of this game. Just big, muscly dude. Yeah.
Coming over here, doesn't really understand the language, somewhat gets in. He's like, you know what, I'll make it my own.
Yep.
Was that right? Well, you killed him, so you can have whatever you want.
Right. I think next to, other than Ridley, I think Ganon's the tallest character in the game.
Think so?
I think so. Bowser may be taller, but I know Ridley's the tallest.
Speaking of Ridley, I was playing him earlier today, going up against an Ike main.
Yeah.
I was actually very comfortable with the matchup.
Ridley versus who?
Ike.
Now, see that.
He was doing a lot of nair, and what I found...
Ikes are want to do.
Yeah. And what I found is that Ridley's nair was actually beating him out.
It's got such a big range when he spins.
Absolutely, and it came out a lot faster than his, so I was just able to put a lot of pressure on him and force him to change up.
More jumps, better aerial control off the stage.
Absolutely. And then once he gets off, I have fireballs.
Well, here we go. We got the red light versus the green light here. The fastest hedgehog alive versus the King of Darkness himself. We'll see how this turns out. Going to Final Destination game 1. That's interesting.
We'll see if Ganon's able to hit him with that stop sign like he wants to.
Yeah. Yeah, and see, there you go. Like, 3 hits, 50%. Like, Ganon does not mess around when he goes in.
And what I like to see is that most Ganons like to force their power onto them. Vandus plays in a style such that you're doing something and he's like, that's fine. I'll just lay this down here for when you're done moving.
Right.
Like, he lets you walk into his hits rather than forcing you to get hit by him.
Gets the up
just like that.
Yep. Yeah, I thought he was done there. If Nazo had spaced that just a little bit differently. Wizard Foot almost doing it from like 3/4 of the way of the stage. And Neutral are going to close it out. Yeah, Ganon does not mess around.
So good. The hitbox is so crazy on that. It covers just about his entire body.
Yep, hits twice if you miss the first one, and you space it a little off.
Yeah, and the actual hitbox hits even if you're underneath of him, so it hits towards his center.
Oh, see, he learned his lesson. That first time that he got side beat on the stage, Nazo teched in place, and he ate his down tilt immediately after. The best way to deal with that is tech roll either forward or backwards, but then it starts the tech phase scenario.
Yeah, if you just tech it, he'll still connect with his follow-up.
Yeah, and if you don't tech, you're guaranteed to get a forward tilt or a down tilt.
Yes. Some characters actually low profile the forward tilt, so it's not guaranteed. Yeah.
I did not know that.
My buddy plays Zero Suit Samus. I cannot land the forward tilt.
Ah, gotcha.
But most characters you can land it, especially like circular characters. So Kirby's getting forward tilted.
Yep.
Jigglypuff, which is also a huge problem for them because they're so light.
Right.
But we see Van just barely missing that forward tilt and costing him that life.
I think he lost his double jump there. I think that was an input mistake.
I think he fast fell just a bit faster than he anticipated. But I'm still feeling very comfortable with Van. Van's movement in this game is just very fluent, despite going up against Sonic. He still feels very comfortable. He's not trying to play Sonic's game. He's just letting Sonic do what he wants and just countering him every step of the way.
Yep, it's a bear versus a swarm of bees. You know, like the bear is just going to do what it's going to do, and the bees will come to it.
I'm going to get this honey.
Yeah.
You can keep hitting buttons, but I think it's going to be a death blow.
Nope, gets the up B again. Techs it. That would have killed otherwise. That neutral are going to close it out yet again. it's a great, it's such a good move in neutral. It's such a good move it's a kill move. Like basically everything that Ganondorf does is a kill move except for maybe side B. Like I saw somebody made a chart on Reddit recently with what percent a Ganondorf attack will kill a Mario from the center of Final D. Jab was up there. It was like at 150. Yeah.
That is insane.
Everything on Ganondorf hurts.
Heaven forbid you get forward tilted.
Yep, see, you tech in place, you can keep that down tilt.
Yeah. So Van definitely knowing his matchup, so I'm pretty sure he knows, and just reading him.
Yep, he knew that he was going to move that tech around, chase him with a dash attack.
Now, we saw him earlier. He's respecting his opponent, so he's expecting him to tech.
Yep.
But we saw him do reverse forward smash, expecting him to try and tech behind him.
Right.
Good call out, did pay for him, but
Up to the volcano foot. Wow.
Van
That's
really
a
feeling himself.
Bold decision. That homing attack got super buffed in this game. I like Nazo's use of it. It comes out way quicker than people expect.
Absolutely. And what is it? Is it side B into fair into neutral B?
Side B into fair into neutral B, yeah. Oh!
And Van able to seal it out with just the last entry
of that left move. Yep. Yeah, that was three stocks, 3 neutral air kills. Like Van is clearly showing that this neutral air is a very good kill option.
The nair just feels good.
Oh yeah, feels great.
So what I do like is that Van was primarily not letting Sonic get underneath him. Yep. I play Ganon from time to time, and I find the speed characters are difficult. And one thing that does happen is they can get underneath you, and once you do that, or once they're underneath you, it causes a huge problem. Especially if you're going for nair. It covers a great area, but if they're going to up smash, you're still going to get hit.
Right.
So
I think what Nazo's going to have to do here in this game is probably take it down a notch, play a little more defensively, and force Van to come to him. Because the thing is, Ganondorf is decent reacting, and Sonic normally is just so aggressive in your face.
Absolutely. Ganon is the punished god.
Right, but if you force Ganon to have to close in on you, then it lets Nazo do a lot more reactionarily.
Absolutely, but I don't know. I've seen Van play, and I don't know if the defensive is really going to help him. He's so fluent with this Ganon, he knows all of the confirms and combos that he can get with him.
Well, maybe Nazo proving me wrong here, getting pretty aggressive on him right now, taking a sizable 70% lead here.
I think that's the proper way to go, to be hyper aggressive, but he just needs to not be so telegraphed.
Right.
In the last one, he was very telegraphed, going for side B, things that kind of force you to stop your momentum.
Right.
But in this one, he's really just...
Oh, wow. Getting 110% lead on him. Ooh, wanted to get that edge guard.
That was a beautiful cover.
Vactor going to close out that first stock. Wow.
And Van winning pretty impressively in the last stock, and Nazo just taking the first stock so confidently.
Yeah, I was commenting the Nazo game earlier on stream, and he lost game 1. Ooh, I thought that was going to hit. He lost the game 1 from that stream off an SC at the end. And he just, like, recentered himself, refocused, and just tore the second 2 games apart. That may be what we're seeing right here with him kind of, okay, up smash going to take it. But still, Nazo may have gotten a bit more of a read on Van's Ganondorf than he did on that first game. He's kind of downloaded what he needs to do and is moving forward with that and playing back.
I think what generally happens is when you first play, you want to move at your own pace and you want to feel your own comfortable movements. Van wasn't really letting him do that, so yes, I see Nazo definitely downloaded. Okay, I have other options. That's not the only thing I can do.
Trying to do spring smooth. Yep, that up B is just going to eat out almost anything else.
That Icarus dive just so strong. Warlock punch match, clashing with that forward smash. And that move is just so good.
Ooh, air dodges to avoid the spring, but he's going to suffer for it.
Yep, Nazo making Van very uncomfortable in the air, forcing him to dodge. And but Ganon just capitalizing on the punish.
That killed from like 40. Ganondorf's F smash is no joke. He will hit you and you will die. That's how it works.
That is one thing that Nazo really just can't afford to do. He can do it in most people's faces and just charge up because they can't react in time. But
you space one thing wrong and Ganondorf gets a stock out of you like that.
Absolutely, especially towards the edge. You really just can't play around. Your best bet is probably just try and go for the stay in the middle. Try and combo him off the edge.
30% separate these two, but really, almost anything is going to be kill percent for Ganondorf. Like maybe 10 or 20 more. Ooh, the spring spike on the edge. Wow. Wow.
Look at Nazo feeling himself, liking that little smirk. Just a little bit, though. But Van is still in this. Van is very, very well versed, so we'll see if he's able to change it up in this game.
Yeah, Nazo looked like a completely different player in this game than he did from game.
Absolutely.
I think that he's got a game plan now, and we'll see if Van's going to be able to adjust to that here for game 3.
Absolutely. At this point, it's just you downloaded first.
Yep. Yeah, interesting too. I was surprised that game 1 they went to Final Destination. Like in my mind, if I know I'm up against a Sonic player, I'm not going to let him anywhere near Final D. But it didn't work out from game 1. They go elsewhere game 2, and it does work. So let's see.
Him being, like I was saying earlier, having speedy character underneath of you, Van was very uncomfortable when he was on the platform. He was kind of forced to, like, I need to get down somehow. But if I mess this up, Sonic's going to combo me in the air. So what do I do?
Right.
So I think the FD was honestly better. He doesn't have platforms to really reset off of. So we'll see how they take care of it.
Yeah, Van taking it to Town and City. And just those neutral layers, like they're good for racking the damage, the kill moves. It slices, it dices, it does everything a Ganondorf could possibly want.
Absolutely. And with Ganon's forward or smash attacks being so strong, you really can't afford to block it more than once.
Right.
If you block it again, you're gonna eat a Warlock punch.
Yep. Nazo trying to close the gap there a little bit. Good back air.
They're both just about even.
Sonic only has like 2 or 3 really good kill options other than edge guarding. Like his back air, his forward smash, and maybe his back throw if you're near the edge. But other than that, he does not do a whole lot of knockback with anything. And Ganondorf's a heavy character. So this is much closer to a Nazo death than a Van death at the moment.
Absolutely. Like you said, just everything kills.
Yep. You tech in place, you can eat that tilt.
But I respect how Van played that. He put him right on the edge, so he didn't really have a lot of options. If he would have teched backwards, he still would have gotten hit.
You could tech into him, but at that point, like...
That's still just a guessing game.
Yeah.
At which point he could have just done down smash, and if he wouldn't have reacted in time, that just would have been stopped either way.
Yeah, I'm so glad they changed Ganon back to Ocarina of Time Ganondorf. He just in general, he just looks so much better than the Twilight Princess one or his old baby dwarf running around. You know?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Look at him! Look at it! He moves like he did in Melee. You know,
yeah.
The old Ganondorf from Brawl and Smash 4 was not my thing.
I agree with that. I just wish I had more tunics for Link. Twilight Princess is definitely the best.
So you got Breath of the Wild. You got it's the same number of costumes. Ooh.
All right, so it looks like Van's is having a bit more difficulty trying to get in.
He looked dominant that first stock, but having trouble closing back. Ooh.
And
very high ceiling on Town and City, worth noting.
Van just making a perfect call out. It said, oh, okay, you're going to attack that? That's fine. I can do that.
Neutral are going to do it.
So they're sealing it out for the second stock. So Van up a stock. Is that...
Oh, sorry?
Is that kill percent, so...
Oh, very much. The people make jokes about Ike players going into neutral layers all the time. You know, just nair into nair into nair. But like Ganondorf, he just nair for just about anything.
Yeah, but he doesn't nair into anything. He just nairs and you don't come back.
It's how he deals with unwanted leg hair. The nair, not the nair. Oh,
man.
Comes right back. That was scary.
That was very scary. I really didn't think he was going to get that ledge with that side B.
I mean, Sonic has a really good recovery, but you get locked into that down air animation. You're going a lot further than you're ready for sometimes.
And that was also a very risky move. Nazo could have easily just been grabbed by the side B and just...
Yeah, that down airing off the edge is actually how Nazo SD'd at the end of that first game back a couple rounds ago.
Gotcha.
Ooh, trying to finish it off with that last up air, but not quite going to get it.
Nazo looking for the scissor kick kill. As we see, Van loves just going for that nair to try and space him out.
Yeah, back throw into it. That's the only good hill throw that Sonic has access to, and even then you got to get pretty high percent for that.
So we're just about even, and we're even. Stock apiece.
Yep, a couple good homing attacks. It closes it in a little.
So this is really anyone's game. Sonic is having an easy time just comboing him, but Van is just... Van can just hit him once and it'll be done.
Playing very
Nazo.
fast. Ooh! We got a crowd watching this game now.
Everyone
there's
feels the
palpable
pain.
tension every time the Ganondorf throws out a smash.
The sword is just scary to see every time. It's really just terrifying. It's really anyone's game.
Yeah. Oop, tries to get the spring spike. Oh! Uses the spring as a spike, but doesn't land before he goes for the next edge guard.
So
Yeah.
that'll move Van on.
Yeah, Van goes to semis. You hate to see that happen.
Knocking Nazo down the loser's bracket.
Yeah, that's twice now on stream. The